Hey Bernie, welcome to the jungle. So yeah, go on your computer and go to tradingview.com, and this is pretty much going to be the website where you do all your chart marking up. And yeah, so here's the website here, tradingview.com, and make an account there. And yeah, the second thing you want to do, go to ftmo.com. Loading. And make a free trial here. So you'll have to make an account. And yeah, download their program, their MT4, sorry, their MT5 program onto your desktop, and put in your free trial credentials into that MT5 program. So that's two things you want to do. And then after you do that, then I can show you my strategy that I've been working on for a while. Actually, it hasn't even been a week, but I'm like so blown away by this, and it's so easy to do. So I'm really stoked to try it out live. So yeah, here's the strategy. I'm just going to show you some slides that I took from TradingView. These are all the Bitcoin charts. But the strategy seems to work on any pair, any any instrument. So basically, I have just backing up a second. I have two indicators that I use. So indicators are something that is on TradingView. So to add indicators, you just click this button here, and then you search for them. So here's the two indicators I use right around my mouse. So search for those two. And then once you have the two on your screen like this, just put in the settings like this for this one here. This is the title of it. Just put in all these settings just like you see it on mine. So there's all the settings. Maybe adjust the colors if you want. And that's the last of the settings for that one. And I don't think you have to change anything with this other one. Oh, actually you do. So here's the other indicator. So change these settings the same. So yeah. So all that does is, so this is how your chart is going to look. This is like a naked chart. This is like a basic chart. And then when you add on the one indicator, open FVG silver bullet, that adds on these colors here. Those are called fair value gaps. The other indicator, when you turn it on, it's going to add in this section here. And there's three of those sections in a 24-hour trading period. And what those sections are, those are what they call the silver bullet hours. This is part of my strategy that I'm talking about. Those are the three silver bullet hours they call. So they're basically really busy times of trading. This first one here, that's when London opens, and this is the time in New York, 3 to 4 a.m. New York. And this is when New York almost opens, so this is the busy time for New York. And this is when New York closes, 2 to 3 p.m., almost closes. So this yellow line, you should add that in. That's pretty handy. So just right click anywhere on the chart, go to settings, and that's what this is, session breaks. And you can change the colors if you want. So session breaks, that just tells you when the 24-hour period starts and ends, basically. So just backing up a little bit more. This is a 24-hour trading window from yellow to yellow on both sides. And then you can see our 3 silver bullet hours. So we're just targeting those hours. We don't really pay attention to anything else because our trading just revolves around that. So I'm just going to change the time. Right now my chart is on New York time. If you go to the very bottom left, you probably can't see it, but sorry, bottom right. Go to the bottom right, and then you can change it to New York, but I'm just going to set it to our time here, which is +8 UTC. So here's the start of the session, and that's 6 a.m. our time. So I'm just telling you, like, when, like, ask yourself, when do you want to trade, because that's the time you're going to kind of hone in on. So there's midnight right where my mouse is, and then maybe you get up at like 6, so maybe you want to start trading then. But then you can only really start trading like right around this time. So your window is pretty much from 3 p.m. till midnight, unless you want to, trade around midnight. So yeah, all you're really looking to trade is like this section here where I just drew that square box. So yeah, that's part of the strategy. The other part of the strategy is using these fair value gaps here. Just move these out of the way for now. So fair value gaps are basically it's kind of like when the market moves so fast, it leaves a gap behind. It leaves a little void, a little vacuum where like price kind of wants to retrace to. It doesn't always retrace to it, but how we're using them here in this strategy is we're taking the first 1 hour before each silver bullet hour. So that's here. That's what this little marker is. That's the start of the first hour. So 2 a.m. and we're taking the first fair value gaps. They have to be the same color. The yellow color is telling us that it's gapping upwards, and we're just going to enter about that area. And then we're going to place our stop loss right at the bottom here. Oh, this is backwards, this one. So this is what we're aiming for here. So we're aiming for this little number. It's about 2. So we're putting our stop loss here, and then our take profit is going to be up here. And that's pretty much the strategy. Yeah, we don't know where price is going to go to, of course, but for setting our entry and for setting our stop loss, this is where it's going to be. And then we're just going to monitor the trade to see kind of what's going to happen. So in this case, we're watching it right here where my mouse cursor is, and then we kind of see it maybe starting to go down in this direction, and maybe you want to exit there, or maybe you want to exit up here. So that part I still have yet to discover. So you're going to kind of just have to monitor it. Usually most traders, they look to the left of the chart here and they kind of say to themselves like, okay, here's a lot of like, what's the word? A lot of like resistance or a lot of ranging in this area. So that'd be an ideal place to set your take profit or to expect price to turn around. And you can see like right here, it pretty much does that. So, so another example is this one here. So yeah, Here's another silver bullet hour. This is 11 p.m. to midnight our time in the Philippines. So we got two fair value gaps here, right side by side. We have another one here, and then we have the start of our first hour before silver bullet. So we would enter this trade, and this is a failed trade. We would get stopped out. It would come down here. We would set it something like this. Stop loss just below the swing point here, a major swing point, and we would get stopped out right here. It would come down and stop us out. So that's a failed trade. And so we could re-enter anywhere after that point. So we've got two blues here. We had a couple more blues here. So we could have even entered up here if we wanted to, but I'm not planning to have two entries at the same time. So I would have waited till it got stopped out. Maybe enter here if I was watching it at the computer, or else maybe I'd wait until it came back up here, and then I would enter and then put my swing there, and then try and catch this move down here. And this is like a huge trade in the trading world, like a 6-7 R. That's a huge move. So yeah, you just watch it for the next hour and just monitor it. Take your profit whenever you want. I'll just zoom out here, see if there's anything on the left. So yeah, there's like some action down here, which is pretty much right when price turns around. So you could expect that for a take profit. So always look to your left when you're doing trading. Just at any point, always look to your left because price always likes to go off of that. So that's a really good trade. So like this is pretty common to get stopped out once or maybe twice, and then you get a good runner. And that's why this trading strategy is like I'm so excited about this because yeah, it's like fire. So here's another one that I wrote up. Here's a little win here. I'll just zoom in a bit more. So same plan here. Two same colored fair value gaps. Enter after. Stop loss on the swing. Take profit. It could be anywhere. Just got to. That's the part that I'm still exploring. And maybe got stopped out here, and then you take another entry after you see another two gaps form. And then you get stopped out here, take profit. You could even take another move down here, or you could just do like one move a day if you want. So that's the trading strategy. That's pretty much it. I think I did have some other rules, but here's some rules that I wrote down, but that's pretty much it, just what we talked about here. So yeah, once you get your demo account all set up, here's my FTMO. It's going to look like this after you put in all your credentials. And I don't think I can take a trade right now, but maybe I'll show you this part in another video. Yeah, because this video is already pretty long. Cheers, man. Let's do it.